returning to this idea of the fool's journey, the path of the major arcana. When I look at my life, where I am on the path, I kind of realizing that even though I've been researching and exploring spirituality for most of my life, or maybe my whole life, seemed to be that I'm actually still just at card 0 or card 1, moving into card 1, maybe the magician. What do you perceive on that?
Well, may we ask you a few questions?
Sure.
All right. So we'll preface it with this, and then we'll go into the question. So the fool becomes the magician, and the magician then becomes the high priestess. So think of it like this. When you become the magician, you develop the tools that are required to mold and sculpt your life, because that's what a magician's able to do. They're able to work with tools and elements to mold and sculpt their reality. So many of you come into these tools in all types of different ways. For some people, it's law of attraction. For other people, it's vision boarding. For other people, it's, in fact, magic and using magical powers or chi to be able to craft your life. But the idea is, once you've developed tools that grant you the power that you already possess to create your own life, then you're integrated with the magician. The high priestess has to do with really recognizing, okay, anything's possible. I have the tools to create it, but what do I really want? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What's the point of all of this? And it's a card of reflection. It's a card of going within and really processing these things, really discovering within the depths of yourself what it is that you're here to do on earth. So the question we have for you is, do you feel you've reached that stage where you're diving into yourself and you're asking yourself those questions and you're pulling forth that type of information?
Yes, I do feel that I am. And I guess I realized that maybe it's not that we linearly go from one stage to the other. We're kind of working on multiple stages at the same time.
Yes, both are the case. Both are the case. So different chapters of your life will be based in one of those cards. But yes, throughout the day, you're moving through those cards as well. So it is a dynamically moving thing, even though different chapters of your life will be more based in one of those cards than another.
Would you say that these cards of the major arcana, are there any steps that are just missing, that it's not complete, or would you say it's a complete map of the path?
For your purposes on Earth, it's complete. Because it's an Earth-based system. So there are certain processes that cannot be really translated very well, if that makes sense. There's not really appropriate symbols to talk about them. And these represent processes that are a part of the spirit dimension. So there's 5 major levels we've referenced before: spirit, mental, astral, etheric, and physical. So these cards are all about physical processes, etheric processes, astral processes, mental processes. But in terms of pure spirit processes, there's no iconography to describe this. So it's complete for your purposes. But for higher purposes that are of the spirit level, really you have to be on that level to even comprehend it. So there's not a system to really talk about that.